Welcome back to another episode of the Natty Teacher. I'm, of course, your host, the Natty Teacher. Got an early Friday morning hamstring and glute workout coming at you. It's a little before 6:30 a.m. Pre-workout meal has been consumed. Pre-workout has been consumed. We are just shy of a half gallon of water as well already in. Once we finish up the intra, that will be the last bit of our first half gallon of the day. Just as a reminder, right now in the off season, I still shoot between that 150 ounces to 200 ounces a day. 150 ounces being like at the low end, and 200 ounces, I don't want to say being like the high end, but I like to be closer to like 180 ounces to 200 ounces, which is a little over a gallon and a half. 180 ounces is about a gallon and a half. 200 ounces is a little over a gallon and a half. So that's usually where I like to kind of hover closer to, is that 200 ounce range. So a gallon and a half to 2 gallons a day, every day. Make sure you are still keeping a pretty solid eye on your water consumption in the off season. Still should be tracking that. Of course, still tracking all your food, all that kind of fun jazz. But anyways, yeah. So I kind of got to get moving a little bit here, moving and cruising, because I have to be home by 8 p.m. and it is, just about 6:30 right now. So we're gonna get rocking and rolling. I am only, like I said, I'll be turning into my gym here in just a second. But yeah, hamstrings and glutes on the docket. We actually trained calves yesterday, so I do not have any calf work today. I already did my 3 days of calf training this week. So that is my current off-season setup, is training calves 3 days a week and training abs 3 days a week, which means we do have a little bit of ab work. So we will either do that right now, during this workout, or we will work some abdominals at home later on this afternoon, which that will most likely be the case based on the time. So I would rather focus more of my attention on the hamstrings and glutes right now and do ab work at home than try to rush my hamstring and glute work just so I can train a machine crunch or something like that. So anyways, I'm pulling into the gym. Top set of adductors coming at you right about now. As promised, we got adductors starting us out here, getting those inner thighs all pumped full of blood and ready to rock and roll. Nice, slow, and controlled. When we open it up, bring those two paddles together, knock them bad boys together, go from there. We did 2 working sets. Actually, at this top weight, this is maxing out the machine here, so we did a set of 8 here. You'll see I did 8 straight and then 3 assisted reps, and then used this same weight again, did 5 straight with 3 additional assisted reps as well. So you'll see what I mean by assisted reps here coming up here any second, I believe. So basically it just means when I cannot fully close those legs together, I can get close, but can't fully get them together, I'm going to add a little bit of assistance here. So you'll see here, I believe it starts on this rep maybe. So it's like right there, but just like closing it. So that would have been rep number 9. And then now we did 2 additional ones. So again, got it started, close them, and then really control that retraction even more so, really emphasize that stretch and control. And then we did 1 more, push them together and control that retraction. Again, 2 working sets at that top weight to get us going. Then we moved on to lying hamstring curls. Absolutely no idea what happened here with the camera. Again, got blurry, and it looks like it put some sort of weird filter on there, like the lighting completely changed on here. But we went up 10 pounds from last week. We're able to hit a top set of, I want to say 10 or 11 reps here. This is the top set, so you can count them out if you would like. Again, this is one of those exercises, guys, when that lactic acid builds up and you feel that fatigue coming on, just take a second, reset your legs, and keep going. You know what I mean? I guarantee you probably got a couple more reps in the tank on a lying hamstring curl. I can almost 100% guarantee it. Again, we don't want to lose form, so I'm not saying to go do a bunch of half reps after you max out your full reps, but just reset, take a second, and just keep pumping, keep going. You know what I mean? So again, 2 working sets at this top weight as well. Kind of see the twitching starting to come in as I am trying to just lock down in and dig out these last couple reps, but it felt good. Then barbell RDLs, really emphasizing that stretch and pausing at the bottom. So you can see here, I know the second or third rep I moved a little too quick when I was watching it back, but that's okay. Yeah, I think it was that one right there, because I was trying to watch myself and watch my form. But anyways, You see here, not arching the back at all, not allowing that back to roll over forward, I should say, trying to keep that back as straight as possible, not bending the knees super, super heavy, but really focusing on cueing myself with pushing the hips and glutes and the knees back. It's a great cue I picked up from Jared Feather and the guys over at RP. Again, I think this is one I see a lot of guys loading up like 4 or 5 plates, and dude, more power to you. I think that's awesome, and the intensity on that is sick. I just really, really love the idea of controlling that retraction, trying to stretch a little bit deeper, and then also coming to a full pause at the bottom and sitting there, letting that weight just rest off of the, or, you know, just kind of hover above the floor, maybe an inch or so above the floor at the most. It felt great. So this was 10 pounds up, and we also added, or no, we rep matched it, so it was 10 reps, and then we dropped down to 235 and did that for 13, which last week we did 225 for 12 following that set of 275. So we added, you know, 10 pounds to our back off set and added a rep, so that was cool. Then hip thrusts, finally broke through the barrier and built this up to 10 here. So you can see here, again, the range of motion on the way down on a Smith machine is not anything crazy. That's why I'm able to use a really hefty load like 5 plates and a quarter for a lot of reps. Is really all I'm trying to do is drive those hips to the ceiling and make sure that I'm getting to that 90-degree angle with my legs, or maybe even slightly above that. Again, just drive those hips right to the ceiling and really flex the glutes at the top. This is absolutely helped me add more size onto my glutes, especially the upper portion. No, I 1000% attribute this to it. So really heavy loads for as many reps as we possibly can. So again, did this for 10, which is an all-time PR for me. And then we actually stayed at this weight and did it for another set of 8, which is exactly where I want to be. You know, really keep these sets in the 8 to 12 rep range or so. So you'll see the kind of a consistent theme here. Kind of did, instead of just like, you know, a top set and a back off set, kind of did just 2 sets at a top set weight. You know, losing a few reps, of course, just through basic fatigue at that point. But really was crushing today, man. You know, really was crushing it today. It was a grueling freaking workout for sure. Then some single leg lying hamstring curls. Okay. Now we already did the right leg here, so we're doing the left leg. Now this one I'm not using an ungodly amount of weight. I think we're using 80 pounds here. We did 2 sets there, and then on my second set, that is not recorded, I did drop the weight about 20%, or just under 20%, I should say, and then did another set of 8 per leg on that as well. So did like the right leg, then did the left leg, then did the right leg again immediately after, left leg immediately after on that drop set. So instead of doing just like right leg, drop the weight, right leg, did right leg, left leg, drop the weight, right leg again, left leg again kind of thing. So I did have a little bit of rest in between there. But yeah, 2 working sets, you know, second one being a drop set on that. And then adductors, okay? That first rep kind of, I was kind of leaning back a little. I kind of, you know, just gotten comfortable in the machine, in the machine, and leaned back with it. So that was kind of, you know, just to get me going there, but should have locked in on that one. But that's okay. Added 5 pounds from last week and a rep as well. So again, this one I usually try to shoot in that 10 to 15 rep range, maybe even 10 to 20 rep range. So this is a set of, I believe, 13. And then we dropped the weight again, about 20-ish%, just over 20% actually. Or no, not even 20%, sorry. Yeah, under 20%. And then did that for, I want to say 17 or 18 reps. So yeah, I like to keep this one in that 10 to 20 rep range. Leg B session in the books. Gonna keep this short and sweet. It was awesome, great stuff. 12 out of 10 workout, A++. Definitely feeling gassed for sure. But in a good way, leaving the gym feeling satisfied, put it that way. It's one of those where legs, I feel like it's always like that with legs. Like I can't leave a leg workout without feeling like good. But yeah, so great stuff. Join me tomorrow. We'll have our rest day vlog. When I say we, maybe my wife and I, depends on what topic I ultimately choose to cover. So she may be involved, may not be. I'm not 100% sure yet, but obviously if she wants to be, she will be there for sure, regardless of the topic. And then Sunday, kind of have an early morning workout. So I'll have a couple earlier uploads over the next couple of days. So hopefully that works out in your favor. Get to see him a little bit earlier on in the day. Make sure you like and share the video. Let your friends know that the Natty Teacher is back in session. Or I should say that school is back in session for the Natty Teacher. And for most schools in this area for sure. At least as of next week. And drop a subscribe if you have not already. It really does help the channel, guys. I really appreciate it. So make sure, if you have not already and you're watching these videos consistently, again, if you want to, nobody's forcing you to, but if you want to, it definitely does help if you drop a subscribe for sure. And of course, I really appreciate it. So drop a comment below with any questions or feedback you got. I promise you I will answer it, as long as it's school appropriate, of course. But anywho's, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend wherever you're at. But for today, I am the Natty teacher, and this episode of Road to Natty Pro is out. I will catch y'all on the flippity flop.